YouTube. Welcome back to Having Fun and Being More Independent with Tommy Cunningham. I'm your host, Tommy Cunningham, here to talk about what he thought of today, today of using like different radio opportunities for like different people with disabilities and can how using like a radio scanner is best of all cases better for people with disabilities and can help contact your staff members if you need them, which would be a wonderful help. And if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, and let's get this video started. So the first type of radio that I'm going to be talking about in this video today, and this week's going to be about a video series, and in this week's video series is how to maintain a communication with police, fire, and emergency services all around the different areas. And we're going to talk about the different trunk systems that's in each area. We're also going to talk about different relays and different stuff. So we're looking on like a website, for instance. I got on my favorite website, which is radioreference.com, which is nicknamed your radio frequency database. So if we click on like New Jersey and we click on Atlantic County. So if we look at Atlantic County, and you guys gonna have to pull it up yourself, and then after that, we look on here, we got 155.010, it's the police countywide. But there is some on here that's kind of little bit of a red flag. So we see that the law enforcement operate on this system. VHF radio frequencies are for backup purposes only. So that right there. So each system is trying to combat different people using like different radio scanners, walkie-talkies, and everything, so that different people only have the correct codes to listen to, and you have to be, some of these places you guys have to be a little bit more closer than any other place. So like for instance, if we look, I pulled up the accessibility guidelines, and on here, we pull this up. They say their four main purposes are pursuing opportunity, allowable, and robustness, which are very helpful guidelines, which, if we look, they got their own housing housing authority in Atlantic City. They also got, which I like to listen to sometimes when I go in these areas, which is like their local air traffic. For some reason, I'm just a big air traffic fan because I've been on so many airlines. So like the airlines that I've been on, the first airline, I was on Delta. The second one, I was on Southwest. My third one, I was on Allegiant. My fourth one, I was with my family, and we were going to, like, for instance, the different airports. And then after that, we got the signal that we wanted to regret. We got the signal that I'm sorry, your flight has been delayed, and then after that, we had to wait at the airport for the entire night, and then after that, finally at 11 o'clock p.m., our airline gave us hotel vouchers, which I thought was so very kind about them. And then after that, at the next morning, we were on our way back to the airport in a cab, and the person there was really nice. He was from this company called MERS Transportation Company, which I thought which was a really neat company because honestly they do this like all around the Orlando area. So so then after that we got on our flight which was a generic plane. I was so happy to be on. Now, finally getting to go home because we were at the airport for a long time. And then after that, we were there, like, see, see, um, like Delta Airlines has like so much good radio activity. Sometimes they don't. So if you guys are switching wanting to listen to the airport, like once you guys get there, the kind of radio scanner that I would recommend is the BC 125AT because that one has airport scanner, has police scanner, it has air marine band. So when you guys are there in Florida and you guys are also doing like a couple places that you guys want to go visit. So Walt Disney World, that place right there is a great place for newbies. Now when I say newbies, I mean people that like go around and looks like at the different radio stuff that is inside the different towns. And that right there, which I think which is so very nice, that the different towns get to do this, and we have to give these places some credit because sometimes these places do like sometimes these counties like to do like these digital encryption, like for instance, like Palm Bay, they do, Palm Bay's transfer back using the Brevard County Fire Dispatch Services, which I think which is really smart. Now they also got on here like their bus system, which I think which is really smart. They also got mosquito control, which when you guys are down there, um, so so the top four places that I recommend you guys go down there and go visit, the top four ports that I've been out of so far. My first port I have to say is Port Canaveral. Because at Port Canaveral, they have good people that work there. They are understanding and you guys can do lots and lots and lots of different help, which I think which is really neat on all occasions. So, so the other day I was doing some research like on the Victory Casino cruises, and I went on there and luckily the security guy was really nice. Luckily he got me, luckily he kept my radio scanner and I didn't have to take that back out to the car, which I felt really excited. My mom did too. And also, which I think, which is really neat, that these different places, they just say, hey, you can just keep your radio scanner with me until you get done with your cruise, until you get done with your casino cruise. Now, like then after that, I was doing some looking up, which I think what is really nice. The different places always got, like, for instance, American Connection. This is at the Washington Dulles, which I went there one time, which if you guys are ever flying out, this is a wonderful airline for this one airline that goes out of there. It's United, and I gotta tell you something. United takes all the great support, okay? Not because they got their own radio system there. It's because they don't use DMR. And DMR is lots and lots and lots of problems on like radio scanners, like the radio scanners that I got. Because to look over there at Cook Medical, you guys gotta type in a radio frequency on there and try to get connected to their communication. Which I tried to do that one time, and get this. Their communication was so static, they were like not even kidding. Like for instance, the people, I thought the people were nice there. I thought everything was nice, but I understand. That place wasn't for me after a couple of days because the people were starting to get me off, and I couldn't understand like what in the world can go on at this job that people don't want me to know. So I was doing some looking up, and they actually said, luckily I got to keep my lanyard, which I thought which was really nice of them. I got to keep sadly not my card and not my little fob, which I thought which was really kind of awkward, but I kind of understand on that too. Plus they also got, for instance, they also got different radio traffic that goes on there. I kind of understand. And then after that, once I got back to, to the main Bloomington area, there was communication that was happening everywhere, okay? The fire department, the police department, and the emergency services, all three that I could listen to at a single moment. So my first tip for looking at like a radio scanner for your like apartment complex is like get a depth on like how far your closest apartment is and where your closest allies are. That's your first thing. Your second thing is to make sure you guys are connected. Make sure you guys have their phone number. Make sure you guys have the agency pager. Even make sure you guys have the local fire department or 911 center non-emergency line, which I think which is really just so important in like a single situation. So, so that's the second tip. So the third tip is to make sure you guys at night lock your door. My my mom has told me this many a times, and like for instance, like when we were staying at a hotel, this is honestly true, no matter what. When we were staying at a hotel, I was staying at a hotel by myself, and with Stonebell. This was at the council convention, and there I was staying in my room. I locked the door once my roommate came in, and then after that, I just called it a night and just turned on my TV. And luckily, luckily or enough, the Wi-Fi there. Thank goodness the Wi-Fi is free. And that right there is a privilege, okay? Plus, like then after that, that's the fourth tip. Make sure you guys have Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi is the key trick inside a building that has barriers, okay? Then after that, the fifth tip is to know your head council person, like 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 your township leader. And I will talk about the next ones in my next video. So, so if you guys like coming up in my next video, I will be talking about the 3 other tips that I recommend you guys do for your living alone treatment. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys introduced it, and I hope you guys follow along. Thank you. Make sure if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, and I will see you guys back tomorrow.